everybody. How are you? Oh, I guess we need the light on. We're gonna need the light. Is there enough light in here? Okay, just making sure. So it's time for a catch up Foodie Beauty Live. How are you guys doing? Let me just get all set up here. I got something to drink. Yes, I do. Foodie's live. Don't care. She's just doing a ridiculous live where she's she's playing a video game. Don't really care about that. Hi, Desiree. So Foodie is Foodie is live, but she's only got 100 people watching her. Dang, that's so bad. Hi, Isa, Brand, Chekhov's Antlers, Cherie, Pearl, everyone coming in. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How are you? Hey, Pink Cactus. So correct me if I'm wrong. Is the Super Bowl, is that tomorrow? I've heard a lot of hype about that. I'm not a big football fan. Hey, Tucker. Is that what's up? The Super Bowl might be happening tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Exciting. I know a lot of people look forward to that. There's a lot of football fans. That's going to be an all-day thing. Oh, hello, Bobby Patrick. Want to do a reading tonight? Well, I've told somebody recently that I would be on, and unfortunately, I was not feeling well. So I couldn't do the reading that night. I was dealing with a nasty headache that just went on for days. So I want to do readings when I feel good. You know, I don't want to be in pain. How is everyone? Welcome. Pink is a good color on me. Why, thank you. You asked for the reading. Nice, nice. Good evening, everybody. Come in. Hey, Jim. Answer your phone these days, Jim. You and your voicemails. I'm doing good. We're going to do like a little catch-up reading on our favorite girl of the hour, the one who's doing a God in heaven. She's doing a video game playthrough, and she's only got 100 people watching her right now for a 100K channel. Ew. We love our gas station sushi. I love that name, gas station sushi. Hey, look, dog. Yay. How are you guys? Come forward. We're going to do some catch-up readings on Foodie. I did one video today, and I'm sorry if I was a bit aggravated. Like I got a bit triggered, but it was a combination of Foodie and somebody else that I saw on YouTube. I won't say this person's name, but a person with a tarot channel that they did a complete B video, a live chat, and I'm like, what is this nonsense? You're advertising doing tarot and you're doing a B moment on camera. What is this? What is this? Life and Vibe. Hi, sweetheart. Watching you on TV. Someone asked in her chat what happened to her day of the life log. Bull, since that's what was one. But even if she did a life log, what would there be there to show? She does her mukbang's life, and then she spends the rest of her time scrolling on her phone to see what everybody else is doing. Hey, Janet, Brooke. What is the day in the life of Foodie? Not much. She doesn't go out. She doesn't do anything. There's nothing much to show. You know? If people could see an actual day in the life of Foodie, they would be like, wow, this is all you do? Right? Lucy? So, okay. So I was just in Are You Serious? She did a live chat, very entertaining live chat. And we were all laughing at whoever it is out there that was genius and snagged the Foodie Beauty channel handle so that Chantal couldn't have it anymore. Can I just say, bravo, bravo, applause, absolute applause. Whoever snagged that, good on you, love it. We're all petty people here in girl world. She knows there's a bunch of haters. She should have known that was going to happen. They took it from her. They took it from her. They took it from her. She can't go back. And then Foodie today in her mukbang video. Well, just because you take my handle doesn't mean you'll be me. Well, who else would want to be you? Who wants your life? Stop it. Nobody wants to be all that. No, thank you very much. No. You know, name or not, nobody would want to be you. But somebody took her handle. And they're uploading all kinds of videos on the channel. Got them. Oh, it's so great. It is so great. Sometimes Patty is good. Sometimes it serves a purpose. And right now she is running scared from Mr. Snowflake. Oh, she's running scared. And it's her own fault. She put her foot in her own mouth with that one. Oh my God. Like she should have kept her mouth shut. But she had to open her mouth and do a preemptive strike. And Mr. Snowflake's like, oh, really? Well, guess what? Since I'm making the video and editing the video, I can change the video. That's when she started shaking. Oh, yeah. That's when she started shaking and going, oops, I messed up. I totally messed up. Yeah, you did. See? Opening your mouth too soon. Yes, you're right. Mr. Snowflake does his homework. He does his homework. I mean, he makes great documentaries. He takes time to put that stuff together. And can I just say, for any of you out there in my audience, if you're going at any channel and you're watching a documentary of any kind, you got to know that takes a long time to put together. A lot of work goes into between researching video clips, getting the filler clips in between, getting together the music, the appropriate music, adding text, it takes so much time. It can sometimes take weeks to just put 1 hour or 2 hour video together. And Mr. Snowflake is going to do a 6-hour docu-series on her. That could take months and months of work. She's trying to change her identity because of Mr. Snowflake. You know what? You can run, but you can't hide, especially from yourself. The truth will always come out. And do you know why she hates Girl World so much? Now, we all know that Foodie hates mirrors. She doesn't like physical mirrors, but she also doesn't like virtual ones. And every single channel on YouTube covering her, whether it's an archive channel, a reaction channel, we all function as a virtual mirror. And Foodie does not like her reflection. She doesn't want herself reflected back to herself. And whenever she walks onto YouTube, she's walking in a hall of mirrors, reflecting herself back to her. And we're never going to let her forget either. And I love that for her. She's a big old liar. She needs a reflection of herself. Hey, Leanne. Welcome. How are you? How are you? Live your life as if someone is going to make a YouTube documentary on you. Hey, why not? Why not? If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to live your life on YouTube, own it. That's what I say. You know? You're doing good. Me too. Me too. Is it too dark in here? I could turn the light on behind me if it's too dark. Y'all just let me know. So I'm just going to do a quick some quick catch-up readings on Chantal. Kimberlina, hello. Hey, Jay Thomas. Welcome, y'all. I'm still working on that peeper video for y'all. If I could just get the soundbite off my phone, I can put the dog can thing together. My iPhone 8 is being a butt. Shut up. You know what? I'm going to hear about being a beezer for the next 30 days. You know what? That's what I have to say about that. I did not want that membership. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, you're leveling a priest. Very nice. I actually have I have like several classes in WoW, but my favorite is Demon Hunter. I love my Demon Hunter, but priests are awesome. I am doing a reading on the rebranded queen. Foodie is so nervous. She is. You're a healer. Nice. Much love for the healers in game. Chantal's looking like an entire raid boss these days. If you found Foodie in a wild dungeon, she would be a raid boss. She'd be the last boss you face at the end of a dungeon. I wonder what loot would drop off of Foodie. And if a mount dropped from Foodie, it would be like a busted up car. and her AoE attack would be suffocating stench. This is all WoW talk. Anybody who doesn't play video games, you're not going to get the joke. Oh, God. Don't stand in the fire. Don't stand in the stench. You'll get damage over time effect. We need our healers to be on that. Get rid of that debuff, man. The healers be busy cleaning the suffocating stench. Hi, Ghost Goose. Hey, Brain Fogging. Okay, so let's focus a little bit. Miriam is watching to learn her future because she's not self-aware of anything. You know, she's not even creating anything for her future. How can there be a future? How can there be anything good coming for you if you're not open to it? If the door's not open, how could it even reach you? If you're sitting in a house, you're doing nothing but eating, doing the same behaviors over and over, how can anything good happen? You're cutting yourself off. You're not opening new doors. You're staying shut in to where nothing good can happen. It's just not going to happen. You know, like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Don't tell us. Show us. Hey, fatty. You know, the time for words is over. It's time for action. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Don't tell us what you're going to do. Just do it and surprise us. How about that? Just do it. Shut up and do it. No more talking. It's been entirely too much talking. Take care of your health. Don't talk about taking care of your health. And she's doing a gaming stream right now. She's got 100 people watching her. Y'all want to hear something funny? I'm going to share something funny and petty with y'all. Right now, at this moment, I have more people watching me in my tarot live than she does at her video game live. Ooh, that's sad. Oh my God, I'm a 5K channel and I have more people watching me than you, Foodie. And you're playing a video game? Ooh. Oh, feel ashamed. Feel embarrassed. The shame of it all. ASCL. Yeah, the math ain't mathin'. It ain't. You should live your WoW stream. Yeah, why not? People love that stuff. Do it. Do it. I'll watch it. Do it. Make a gaming channel. Enjoy yourself. In fairness, you probably know more about OBS than she does. Well, I do know about OBS. Comfort, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in the longest. I hope he's all right. I haven't spoken to him in forever. No idea, my dear. Google will probably prefer your engagement more. Probably. You know, I actually have to wonder if Chantal is deliberately tanking her channel because she thinks that Salah and his family are going to take care of her. If that's the plan, they won't. They absolutely will not. They will not take care of her. Thinking that just because she got into an apartment that, oh, I'm here, so they have to take care of me. That's not going to work. I kind of feel bad for her. Why? Why feel bad for Foodie? I don't feel bad for her. I can't listen. I can't feel bad for her. I can't. Let me tell you why. Because there are people out in the world right now. They work hard. They work very hard. They exhaust themselves. They work the 9-to-5 jobs. They got to get up at a certain time every day, go to work for 8-9 hours on their feet, exhausted, come home, have to take care of the kids, have to clean the house. They barely get an hour to themselves before they go to sleep. And then the next day they got to get up and do it all over again. And they do this every day for like 5, 6, 7 days a week. And here's Foodie on her channel. All she has to do is put out a 10, 15-minute video per day, which is no labor, and she's not grateful for it. She's not grateful. She doesn't feel privileged or blessed. She feels entitled, and she's burnt out on her entitlement. She was given a cup of fortune, and she blew it. Absolutely blew it. So screw her. Screw her all the way around. I mean, if you can't recognize you've been blessed and count your blessings and be grateful for them versus just having your hand out all the time to YouTube saying, pay me, yeah, screw you. Screw you. No one could afford her food bill. Nope. Exactly, brain fogging. I used to work 2 jobs back to back. I mean, I didn't get any sleep. Now, I feel the same way you do, fatty. And you know what? People in the past have gotten on me for. I have actually had people in the comments say that I'm being too nice to Chantal. Hi, True Blood. They say you're being too nice to Chantal. Why are you being nice? Why are you giving her advice? And I see where they're coming from. Because she's not going to listen to anybody's advice, not even a reactor's, even if they're making sense, even if they're telling the truth. Let me tell you my weird crisscross with Chantal. Here's the crisscross. I think she is a detestable person. She's evil. She's foul, especially for the things she did to BBJ. That's unforgivable. What you do to yourself is one thing. What you do to an innocent life is a whole nother ball game. But my weird crisscross with Foodie is y'all got to understand. I had an issue with food, and I'm seeing somebody who's deep into that, and maybe that's my humanity. I don't know. You don't want to see somebody lose their life. Also, I lost my sister to drug addiction. So again, there's that part of me. I don't want to see somebody die. So it's not like I like Foodie. It's just there's that human part of me. I don't want to see her die. So that's my weird crisscross with Chantal. You're a horrible person. You're evil. You're foul. Nothing will change my mind about that. But at the same time, I don't want to see you die. Why hasn't she done anything to help herself? She doesn't even try. Because she's not ready. She's not ready. I've known all along she's not ready. She hasn't reached that point with herself where she's going to change. She's one of those people that she has to be forced to change in order to do it. She won't do it on her own. She won't do it on her own. You have to force her. It's okay, life. I mean, I lost my sister and my dad within a few months. My dad died of a brain aneurysm, my sister from drug addiction. So it was a hard year. But I'm not here to trauma dump on anybody. I'm just explaining the word crisscross with me and Chantal. It's not that I want to be nice to her. It's just that there's that used to be deep into my food problem that I look at her from that angle, from that lens. So let's get into the tarot reading, shall we? Let's get into that. I don't want to keep y'all waiting too terribly long. I want you guys waiting for like an hour. It's unnecessary. Hey, Blondie. So what's going on with Chantal? Chantal, you scared? What's going on with you, Foodie? What's going on? Let me just focus here for a minute. Let's get into it. By the way, Vibe, great live earlier. You gave a lot of information to people. All right, y'all ready? Let me just calm down. For my energy is really high tonight. Maybe it's because of the coffee. All right. All right. Let's focus on Miss Foodie. Let me calm down. I gotta calm my energy. First card down, the Hierophant. Girl, what? Yikes. Now, I'm not going to sound religious right now, but this is what I'm being told. Like just having to face a higher power. Having to face the higher power. I need more information. Ooh, and the moon. Hi, Okie doll. So it seems like a lot of truths are coming into the light. Just illusions, delusions. Just try to keep everything in the dark. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. You know, just Kimberly, shut up. Oh, God. Just Foodie over there living in delusion. Living in delusion, our girl. And what hides in the dark is brought into the light. Exactly. And it's a lot of things I feel are being brought into the light. Justice. You can't escape justice. You really can't. What else we got here? Huh, interesting. We got the Six of Cups. There's a lot of nostalgia going on with her right now. A lot of nostalgia. Like she's daydreaming. That's the word just came to mind. Daydreaming. She's doing a lot of daydreaming. Nostalgia, going back in time, the way things were, the way things used to be. She's wishing for something or someone. She might be missing Natter, but I need more information to know that for sure. Oh, ow. Ooh, this is bad. This came in upside down. The Empress card upside down. Yikes. So I guess the queen is not the queen anymore. You're not feeling high and mighty on your throne right now, Foodie. You're not feeling at your personal best. Not at all. You're not feeling powerful. You're not feeling feminine. You're not feeling like the queen right now. Not at all. Empress reversed. Yikes. Dang, Foodie. Like the illusion is starting to break down. Like the walls are starting to crumble. Did you see T and Sass's video? She mentioned that the Kuwait government knows the email came from Foodie Beauty. What email? I'm kind of in the dark about that. What email? I'm so confused, Kat. What email? Let me know. Now the queen overthrown. Yep. Like the queen is not sitting on her crown, on her throne. She's being thrown out of her throne. When Anne was getting attacked, well, shame on her for attacking Anne. Oh, which is leading to this right here. Now, before anybody says anything, remember the death card does not necessarily mean physical death. The death card could mean rebirth, change, the end of something, the start of something new. It could take many forms, a new job, a new home situation. So the queen is being toppled off her throne and change is going to become right behind it. And fighting against everybody, of course. This is the 7 of Wands. I don't think this card is about just fighting against people on YouTube. I'm also getting the sense that she's fighting, like she doesn't know what to do as far as content. She really doesn't. Like, I'm getting lack of ideas, lack of inspiration, lack of creativity. Just not knowing where to go, what to do with that. She's holding on to one thing, and there's many things in front of her, but like it doesn't bear much fruit. Like she's fighting against herself. Fighting. She knows what she needs to do, and she doesn't want to freaking do it. She doesn't want to lose face. So we have the 6 of Swords. Now she's not happy. She's so not happy. What I'm getting off of this one is she's fighting the prospect of a journey. She's fighting the journey. If that makes any sense. I'm getting She's digging her heels in and she does not want to move. She's fighting the move. She's fighting action. She's fighting, like, the winds of change are coming. The current of change is coming, and she's not about it. She's like, no, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away. She wants to stay in place. Thank you for becoming a channel member, Kat and Mac. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. But just, hell no, we won't go. That's basically the feeling here. She's found her place in Kuwait, and she doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to move. She's fighting moving and going with the current and going with the flow. She's fighting the flow. Oh, Two of Pentacles reversed. So where she was making money and she had something on either side making her money, now that's reversed. Lack of money, lack of means, lack of opportunities. Like, things are slowing down. What's wrong? Oh, we got a troll in the chat room, do we? We got a troll. Is that Foodie? Hi, Foodie. Woof, woof. Oh, look at the troll. Isn't she adorable? She's so cute. She is so cute. Have you forgotten that I play World of Warcraft? You want to see, listen, you want to see some like Class A trolls? Go to World of Warcraft, log in, whatever faction you are, but I'm Horde, always will be Horde. Sit in Ogrimmar, listen to Trade Chat, you'll see those Class A trolls. Okay? You're summoned. Yes. Hello, Wolf Wolf. Yes. Look, can I just say, I don't know who you are behind, like, getting the Foodie Beauties handle. I was just talking about you earlier. I don't know who you are behind it, but thank you. And I salute you. I salute you. Well done. Applause. Well done. Hello, Princess. Well done. Well done. That was smooth. You move like a smooth criminal. I need more. Oh my God. Like, look, I'm just here to do my tarot readings. If trolls want to come in here and screw with me, I'll screw with them right back. I don't get mad. I don't scream. I don't yell. I handle them. Play with me. I'll play with you right back. Okay? I'm 53 years old. You can't shake me. Got it? I'll play with you. Anyway, hi, Kelly. All right, where were we? Yeah, don't try to troll a gamer. That's just such a stupid move. All right, so where were we? We got the Two of Pentacles, money, lack of money, definite lack of money. Hey, Knightley, what's the next card? Oh, huh? Okay, who are you? Who is this person? Queen of Wands. We have to know who this person is. Girl world, get on it. Get on this Queen of Wands. Like, who is this person behind the scenes? We must know. Who is she? I think maybe Salah, he's taking more of a stronger position with Foodie. Either Salah or a Natter. One of the two. Again, I've said this before, my last uh, tarot reading, like, she's tired. She doesn't have the will to fight anymore. She doesn't have the fire. She doesn't have the army behind her that she once did, like all the diehard Beezers that would function as her army and fight for her and do things for her. A lot of people that were once diehard loyals are gone. It's just the new Beezers, and they've not been around long enough to do extracurricular things for Chantal. High sense of wonder. So she's essentially fighting her battles by herself, and she doesn't have any energy to do that. Like, she's picking up swords and she wants to fight. She doesn't have the energy herself, but other people are saying, I'm not involved in this. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Well, this is bad. This is bad. So I guess things are not so happy over there, huh, Foodie? Not so happy. Oops. Wah, wah. I have had maybe 4 or 5 negative comments on my channel. You'll have that life. This is YouTube. You could be the nicest person in the world and people will find a way to criticize or a reason to criticize if they're nasty enough. You can do absolutely nothing wrong and somebody's going to say something nasty to you just because, like the person that was just in here. And they were trying to mess with me. If you don't like it, don't look. You know, you just gotta roll with it. So, like, the things between Foodie and I was gonna say Natter. Things between Foodie and Salah are not so good. My channel is about puppies. I get trolls. Unbelievable. Yeah, you'll have that. I get people trolling me in the comments and like, I don't care enough about you to argue with you. My thing is, I will ignore you so hard that even Google won't be able to find you. And then they go away. So, so things between her and Salah are not so good. Not so good. Like, there's no more unity there. There's no more them being a team. It's just her by herself. I feel like I'm the baby in here. Well, there's lots of people in here, different ages. And she's feeling very alone right now. Very alone. Lots of alone time and not happy alone time, where most people might be happy being alone, like me. She's in solitude. Absolutely in solitude. She took over Salah's job of gaming. Well, you know what? They both suck. I saw Salah's streams. They sucked. They did. It's just not entertaining at all. It's like, why are you even gaming, bro? Get out of here. Howard the Frogs can't hear them anymore. I know. Usually they sing when it rains. Then they might sing a little bit. I promise that I will work on getting the sound clip off my phone. I'm going to work real hard. I don't know what's wrong. It's a 10-minute clip. It's perfect for ambiance. I'll make you guys like an hour video if I could just get the doggone clip off my phone. It just needs to get off. Then I can make a video. No, he doesn't engage with the audience. She's bored with her own content, and she should be. She should be, because it is boring. She's hoping for some kind of victory. Like, she's doing that self-soothe, self-motivational talk, dialogue. Everything will be okay. Everything will be all right. You know, like, I got this. No matter how bad it gets, I can still turn this around. Like, she's taken that point of view. I think her and Salah perhaps been broken up for some time, and she's been keeping up appearances. Yep, because she said it herself. She's playing a character on YouTube. And the most important thing to Chantal is to maintain the character's face, like not to break character. So she's like, she's doing that self-soothe talk. Everything will be okay. Everything will be fine. No matter how bad things get, I can handle it. I can rescue myself out of this. Well, maybe not. Hey, Sapphire. There's a sense of lethargy here. Like she is just, she's taken a position of, I want to say, stillness, sitting still, not moving, not trying to move. Like the creativity is right there. Making money is right there. And she's like, nope, I don't want it. I absolutely do not want it. Like there's money all around her. All she has to do is get herself together and really apply herself, and she'll get it. It's right there within her reach, and she's not reaching out. She's like, nope, I don't want it. She's gotten too comfortable, and she shouldn't be comfortable. But I don't want it. Oops. There's a lot of women popping up in this reading. Why is that? Queen of Cups. Yikes. So that prosperity is turned upside down, is it? Like you are not queen of the throne anymore, Chantal. Talking to Natter, are you? Are you talking to Natter, Chantal? I think you are. I think you're talking to him, and maybe you might be doing some stuff with him, you know, floating him a little money. Little money right there. And there it is. And there it is. There it is, y'all. The house of cards is falling down. It is falling down. Lord. I drove for 1 hour to get to the beach just to hear the ocean and feel the sand between my toes, and Chantal's across the road, but sits in her apartment playing video games. No offense to gamers. None taken. And hey, I grew up in Florida, Tampa, Florida. And I grew up around the water, so I get it. Like, I would have loved to live near a beach. I would have been there every day. And here she is right across the street, and she don't even go. What was the purpose of getting an apartment near the beach if you're never going to go to the beach? Why? I mean, wasted. It's the middle of the night, and she's live with a little over, and he's not there, right? She can't afford 2 seats to get home by plane. She talks to Pete's. You know what? I think Chantal is one of those people that she doesn't like to close a door in case she needs to go through it again. So she doesn't want to close a chapter or end a friendship or end a relationship and lock that door behind her. She keeps all doors open in case she needs to use one. So she keeps Pete strung on one hook, Natter on another one, Salah on one behind her. The beach is my happy place. What is Florida if not a big island connected on one side to land? It's just a big old island. Just a big old island. I came until the stream late. What do you think she is feeling about Mr. Snowflake? She's terrified. She is terrified. Terrified. She doesn't know what he's going to say, but she does know that he does great work. and he's very thorough. And people have said this, and I agree. I think Mr. Snowflake knows far more about Chantal than he's letting on. I really do. I mean, he's been around the community for a while, for a minute. I'm sure he's seen things, heard things. I think he knows more than he's letting on. And the way that Chantal was acting to him, that was basically was the final nail in the coffin. Mr. Snowflake is a teacher. So what do you do when you're a teacher? You gather up your notes. You come to class prepared, ready to work. So there's that too. Educated man, very educated man. It's not going to be pretty. You're everyday. That's right. It's not everyday Miriam, y'all. It's everyday. The spell check is real. It's everyday Miriam. I clocked her on that on Twitter. Everyday Miriam. Everyday. Yes, teachers are extremely organized, educated, well-read, well-spoken. Foodie's worst nightmare. So why don't we do one on Mr. Salah? What's going on with Scatman? Foodie is not used to dealing with well-spoken, well-educated men. Nothing against BB. He was a great guy, educated. But the last time she had to deal with somebody that was decent and educated has been years. Hi, are you serious? Hi, sweetheart. Are you serious? Is in the house. Whoop, whoop. And Life and Vibe is in here too. There's a lot of great people in here. I recognize, I know all you people. I see all you people in chats. Okay. I see y'all around. I see you. Retired teacher, 25 years. So, hey, you come to class prepared to teach the class. It probably burns her that he is attractive. Can I speak about that? Is he an attractive man? Yes, but y'all thirsty people need to stop. Y'all thirsting over Mr. Snowflake. Give that man some rest. Doggone it, don't scare him away. Stop it. Oh my God. Leave him alone. Stop. Let that man relax. He's got a docuseries to do. Hey, Gypsy Jezebel. I was going to tell you something. Are you serious? And now I forget. Oh, I remember now. Are you serious? I wrote this in your chat earlier. I was actually listening to you and playing Stardew Valley at the same time. And I must say, that's a great combination. Listening to your voice and playing Stardew Valley. It's great. And can I also say, you have an amazing voice. I think you should do audiobooks or like doing ASMR. You got a great voice for that. Very pleasant voice. But yeah, you and Stardew Valley were going together very well. I'm sitting there running around, like getting stuff done and listening. I think I need a bit. Is it getting dark in here? It is. You're right. You're right. You know what? Give me a second, y'all. I will turn on another light. Thank you for letting me know. My place, it gets dark real quick. We got to fix this. Hold up. There we go. Lighting. Lighting is important. You're not the only one. Y'all people thirsting over Snowflake. Oh, oops. What did I go and do that for? Okay. All right, back to the cards. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know it's getting dark. I'm like not even looking at the screen right now, and I'm like, ooh, it is dark. It's tarot readings after dark. All right, so we're doing one on Scatman. You've never heard of it before? Oh, Stardew Valley is a game on Steam. Like Steam is a site that you can buy games and download them on PC, but it's a really relaxing like farming type sim. It's a cool game. You can look up videos of Stardew Valley on YouTube. You'll see. Really relaxing stuff. All right, so now we're doing one on Salah. No, not the vibe for serious stuff. So the last time I did a reading on Salah, the cards were saying he is tired. He's just he's got nothing. He's basically in pause mode, just complete stillness like Foodie. They have both arrived at that place where neither one of them has energy. Like they're both, they've exhausted each other. She's exhausted him. They got nothing. Nothing. Like he doesn't know what to do with her. She doesn't know what to do with him. She's basically lethargic. He can't bring her out of it. So they're both in a funk. Yeah, exactly. He's checked out. They're both checked out. They're both, exactly, that's a good word, depleted. Like that battery is dead. There's nothing in there. You can crank it up, but it ain't gonna fire. Palia is way better than Stardew Valley. Hey, there's another game coming out from the maker of Stardew Valley. What's his name? Concerned Ape, called Haunted Chocolatier. I can't wait to try that. Anyway, you're not here for that. Gamer Toxie. I think he's totally done with her. What she needs, you know what she needs to do? Payday is coming up in another 12 days. She needs to just come home, Foodie. Just come home. Why stay over there? Just get a plane ticket, fly back to Canada, check into a Motel 6, rent a room for about a month, bees the entire time, and just get yourself started. Just, do it like that. If you got nowhere to stay, rent a room for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and bees, constant bees, and get your money back up. Why are you messing around in Kuwait? What's in Kuwait? You can do everything in Canada you're doing in Kuwait. Exactly. The couples vlog fantasy is over. Go home. Like there's no more couple. Salah can have the locks changed when she leaves the house. That will take care of the problem. But she never leaves. That's the problem. She never leaves. She never leaves. She never leaves the house. That is the problem. She never goes anywhere. She never does anything. I just finished up the reading for Foodie, Shelley. And basically just, let's put it this way. The queen no longer has her throne. Like she's feeling very dethroned right now. She's not in a position of power. She's not feeling powerful at all. She's not feeling that energy. She's feeling very not powerful, not fiery, not passionate. Like there's nothing there. A toe amputation? What? You think so? Like, hey, we will probably never know. She's never going to tell us that. There's no way to know if that actually happened to Foodie, because she's not going to, take off her shoe and show us. Where's Booger? Where is Booger? She's sleeping right now. She's taking a nap. She'll probably be up later. She was up earlier. Okay, we're going to get on to Salah. Yeah, there's all kinds of women in my feed these days. Who are these women? We need some more tea. We need some more receipts. All of you ladies have been talking to Salah. Come on out. Come on. We're ready for you. Bring those receipts. We saw Kai Bella. Come on. We know there's more of you. Stop hiding. Stop it. Stop hiding. Come on out. Where there's one, there's many. Bring yourself to Girl World. We'll listen to you. Bring the receipts, though. No, this woman has had enough. Hello. Red, exactly. There's other ladies in the red room. I think Salah prefers her to stay in the shadows. Well, that was the case of her and Natter. All the money she gave Natter, and Natter kept her in the shadows because he didn't want to be seen with her publicly. She wants to be in a relationship so bad. But if you're involved with somebody and you want to get serious with them, and you're noticing that they're not introducing you to their family and their friends, that's a red flag. If they're not taking you out publicly, if they're not introducing you to the family and the friends, they're not really wanting to get serious with you. Because if you are in love, you want to tell the whole world. You want to let the world know. And if they're not doing that, something's up. If you're a dirty little secret, then you're probably not going to get married to that person. You're just a booty call or something. Salah doesn't want to be in a hot mess online the way that Natter did. Too late. He's already in a hot mess. Too late. He stayed in the game too long. Too late. I feel that she is alone. I think she's in denial. Honestly, I think she thinks this is real. I actually feel sorry for her, even though she is Foodie. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I accept your point of view and I respect it as an opposing opinion. As I said earlier, I can't feel sorry for her. I can't feel sorry for her because of all the things she's done, all the things she said, the way that she mistreated and neglected her pets to the point of absolute cruelty. What you do to yourself is one thing. What you do to an innocent animal is an entire other thing. You hurt yourself, you're choosing to hurt yourself. But you're hurting an animal that has no choice but to be with you and be trapped with you. That's an unforgivable sin in my eyes. She was given a cup of fortune and blessing, and she turned it into a cup of poison. So I can't feel sorry for her. I can't. I don't wish for anything bad to happen to her, like a medical emergency, but I can't feel sorry for somebody who time and time and time again purposely hurts themselves knowing that they are, and they're not going to do anything about it. She's doing self-harm content on YouTube and expecting the audience, YouTube and Google AdSense to fund the whole thing. She wants to do her addiction in front of the public and get paid for it. Nope, nope, no forgiveness for that. Can't. Triggering people for the sake of profit, using other people's pain and trauma as part of her costume to get sympathy. Nope, don't feel sympathetic for that. No. Nope. Anyway, let's get back to the reading. But I see where you're coming from. That shows humanity and compassion, and I think that's great. I save my sympathy and my understanding for those who deserve it, rather than somebody who's evil as Foodie that does not deserve it. She hasn't earned it. So there. Now, she wouldn't feel bad for any of us. But I've got open ears, and I listen to other people's points of view, and I learn from them. I'm not going to close my ears. I want different perspectives. I want opinions. I want feelings, because being on YouTube and talking to people, you learn so much about so much if you open up your mind and your ears. Hey, Gail. All right, so we're going to do Salah. Salah. Let's see if he's improved energy-wise with Foodie, like where he's at. By the way, y'all, if y'all are in my room and you like what's going on here, you like the vibe, don't forget to like and subscribe the tarot reading. And if you want, subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you aboard. I love you, man. Does anyone else believe he's in the desert? I don't know. Don't know. He's not with Foodie, that's for sure. I love you, man. I'll give you my Bud Light if I drink, but I don't. I don't drink. I think he's working on a few different ladies online now. I don't doubt that to be true. He's got Foodie on the side, taking care of it a little bit, but he wants more. He's greedy. He wants the big fish with the big money. And it's not going to be her. Her money's going down. That might be another reason why she's lacking creativity and drive, is because she knows that her time is almost up. And so maybe she's taken that point of view of, I don't care anymore. I've already lost the fight. I've already lost him, so why bother trying? Answer, you should try for yourself. That's why. Exactly, given up. She's completely given up. Maybe the tarot cards she picked predicted, or the cards did the big. Oh, she did. Awesome. That's pretty accurate. I just want to eat. Well, go ahead and eat. He's looking for another way to get out. Yeah, people have asked the question, why is Salah still there? Here's what I think. My opinion. Knowing Foodie, she's a manipulative person. She's a vengeful person. And she will stop at nothing with her vengeance. Do y'all remember the live stream she did? Somebody asked her in the chat. They asked her the question, have you ever thought about Natter going to another woman? And she said, I think about that all the time. And then she said, I've got a plan. I'm not as stupid as you guys think. Trust. Something about an Aries. When she said that, I knew what she was going to do, and she did it. Foodie, her manipulation, she has no line, bro. She'll stop at nothing. She'll go to the cops and make up charges if she has to. If she can't have you, then nobody can have you. So I feel that maybe she's threatened him in some way, and that's why he's staying put. He's not rocking the boat. What could she do to Salah? Well, those texts that were sent back and forth, that could get him in serious trouble. Plus, you got to stop and think, he's got a family. Family in Kuwait is very important. The reputation of the family, the name of the family. She could make some waves if she wanted to, and he doesn't want that for his family. So the best way to keep the boat from capsizing is don't rock it. Let her do what she wants. Let her eat. Pacify her. Hopefully the problem will resolve itself. Hi, Susie Q. I'm sorry you don't get a notification. He's probably lying low until her visa is up. Well, when her visa does come up and she leaves, the best thing for him to do is to get everything out of that apartment, lock the door, block her number, be done. Just end it. I did. I saw the channel that swiped her handle. They were just in here. I don't know if they're still here, but it was thumbs up on that move. I still want to know who's responsible. That was so sweet. That was a sweet move. Oh, you guys don't know this, but I think somebody did that to her on TikTok as well. Somebody did that to her on TikTok as well. I think I retweeted it on Twitter. They swiped the Everyday Miriam handle on Twitter. And I oop. See, you can't slack in girl world, man. You slack for a second, we'll get you. We are like the boogeyman. We're going to get you. All of us shadow people, we're going to get you. Too many people here. We'll get you. Oh, you're right. You know what happens to Mom? You're right. I stand corrected. It was Cameo. It was Cameo. Sorry. I thought it was TikTok. It's actually Cameo. You're right. I stand corrected courtesy of Havasu Mom. So everybody's swiping up all her doggone handles. It's still funny. Petty people. I love you, petty people. You make me laugh. Y'all petty people in girl world. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Not really. Oh, why is this coming out? All right, so I'm shuffling the cards, and then these two came out together. Dang. They just popped right out. That's not good. That's not good. That is not good. Not at all. Not at all. Why I'm just sensing this energy like this whole thing of her being Kuwait, it's about over. It's coming to a close, y'all. She's not going to be there for the next 6 months or a year. It's coming to a close quickly. Quickly. I hope so too. It's boring. The whole thing is boring. Yikes! And I don't think she's got anywhere to go to. I think that's why she went back to Kuwait in the first place. She's so low on money when she came home to Canada. She didn't have the 5, 6, 7K to get her own place. And considering her bankruptcies and her bad credit, it's going to be difficult for her to find a place just because of that. So she went back to Kuwait because she had a place there. She's supposed to do another visa run by April 4th. You know what would be really sweet? If she did the visa run on April the 1st and she came back to Canada and she tried to call Salah, and then he's like, April Fools, and blocked your number. April Fools. You thought I loved you. April Fools. I'm cleaning out the bank account. I'm taking all the money. April Fools. What if she physically can't travel? Listen, if you got to go, you got to go. If they can't put you on a plane for whatever reason, they'll put you on a boat. They'll get you out of there. When it's time to go, it's time to go. She can't just say, I can't medically travel because I'm too big. No, no, no. They'll get you out of there. You got to go. They'll put you on a boat. I don't think you have a choice. Now, I have heard that if you're on a tourist visa, are you serious? You're in here. Please verify if this is true or not. But I have heard that if you have a tourist visa and you overstay your visa, that you have to pay a fine per day or per week for your stay, like past the time that you're allowed, and you can't leave until you pay that entire fine. A daily fine, yes, of like what, $33? So it starts stacking up the moment you overstay. But you can't leave until you pay your bill. So she can't overstay. It's not like they're going to show up at her house and arrest her, but you overstay, you got to pay. Do you think she's trying to make herself unwell so that she does not have to do another visa run because she may not have the finances to do it? Honestly, life, I don't know. I don't know what her plan is. I really don't know. I don't know why she just doesn't come home and just, stop the bleeding in a sense. Just stop the hemorrhaging of her channel and her views and just stop it. Just come home. The fairy tale is over. It's not working. Why are you still there? It doesn't make any sense. And I think she is winging it, and she can't do that. Okay, hey, okay, Ia. What? More cards popping out. Interesting. The World card and the Knight of Swords. So I'm looking at these cards, and he's just, the message I keep getting is he's fighting for himself. He's fighting for himself, not her. Like fighting for his own happiness. Like he wants this. He wants opportunities. He wants to live. So he's notice which way he's pointing. He's pointing away. His fight is away from her, not with her. He wants to fight his own battles. He doesn't want to exhaust himself any further with her. He just doesn't. And he's out of there. He's gone. Why would Kuwait want to keep her? They probably don't know where to find her. They keep moving around. Remember when she tried to get Natter to admit that he loved her? We all laughed. He laughed, and she thought that he would do it. I think that was the situation here. Well, I also remember her buying her own engagement ring. She bought her own ring and took her own engagement photos. And I also remember her being in Natter's chat one night. She went in big shouty capital letters. I've got the dress. I've got the ring. Claim me. Begging him to claim her. Begging. 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 Yeah, that happened. Begging him to claim her. She tried to pressure him into a relationship by buying her own room and taking those photos. Didn't work. Salah's in a no-win situation. If he stays with her, he's at risk of the disgusting things he did getting reported. But if he dumps her, she will make sure he gets in trouble. You know what? At this point in time, I can't feel sorry for the guy. I would feel sorry for him if this was like the first run, like she scammed him with the way she looked and all that, then went over to Kuwait and he had no idea. But we're way past that now. She was there for 3 months. He got a good look at her. He got a good sense about her. And he agreed to keep this thing going. So his greed for her money and him not wanting to work and be a kept man, that's what led him into all of this. He created that suffering. He did it to himself. So he kept this suffering going longer than what it should have. Can't feel sorry for the guy. He did it to himself. All right, let's get started with the reading. First, Salah. Who? Yikes. You got nothing going on money-wise, do you, Salah? You got nothing going on money-wise. Like this, whatever is going on, there's no money coming in. Like money has come down. It's at a standstill. The money is not flowing in for him at all. Like this has to do with money. This has to do with creativity. This has to do with projects. Everything is at a virtual standstill. Screeching halt. Interesting. We had the Knight of Swords. Now we got the Page of Swords. Picking up the sword to fight, but fight for who? Let me just see. Oops. Now this is reversed. Let me turn it right side up. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10 of Swords, but it was this way. It was this way. And the first thing that just came to mind immediately was he's pulling the swords out of himself. I'm just feeling like he's pulling the swords out. Like enough is enough. I'm tired of the lethargy. I'm tired of the fighting. I'm tired of the stress. I'm pulling these doggone swords out. He's just trying to pull himself out of that dark place. He's over it. He's freaking over it. Like Foodie heard all of her nonsense and all of her issues, has had him pinned down. He's taken those swords out. He's tired of the nonsense. He's separating himself. Well, thank you, Brooke. Hey, grumpy old lady. It. What is it with YouTube and their notifications? YouTube, you had one job. You set up these buttons for people to get notified. Then when they push the buttons don't work. Fix it, YouTube. What do we pay you with the 30% for? Please. Anyway, YouTube rant over. Now, hi, Grateful Life. Okay, so again, this is in reverse. Oh, Havasu Mom, will you stop? You're confusing me with these multiple handles. Quit it. You didn't get one either. You know what I've heard works? If you unsub and then resub and then sub up again and push like all notifications, that seems to work. I don't know why that works, but sometimes that does work. I think that's how you do it. All right, so YouTube has been unsubscribing me from channels also. What? Shame on YouTube. So again, he's not picking up any swords for her. He's not wanting to fight for her. He's like, I'm over it. Goodbye. He has no fight in him, especially for her. He's not even looking out for prospects in the world. Like he's not thinking about travel anymore. He's not thinking about traveling. Like everything is he's just at a standstill. The feeling I'm getting off Salah right now is he's just doing nothing, going nowhere, hanging out locally, not considering any travel plans. He knows someone with money, like somebody might be helping him out in the future. This is what he wants. He wants to have a cup of plenty. I'm getting a feeling of nostalgia with him with this. Like this is a life that Foodie has a whole different life that she dreams of and she daydreams about. This is him. This is what he wants to be. This is his daydream, to be a prince with a full cup of plenty. This is his ultimate happy life. And he's looking into different prospects. He's looking. Nothing is really born any kind of fruit. Seems like he's got people around him that have money that could help him. He's got friends with money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. They're not doing so well over there. He is not living the high life right now. He is not living it. Now, this is interesting that this came up backwards. The devil card could mean temptations. It could be just like somebody having a hold on you that's just unhealthy. But it came up this way. Breaking free of addiction. Breaking free of somebody who's got a hold on you, who's manipulating you. Breaking free of it. Breaking the chains, so to speak. He's breaking free of Foodie. He's I'm getting a sense about Salah that his energy right now is really weak. He's not feeling at his most strong, and because he's so tired and exhausted, he's as lethargic as Foodie. Like, her lack of energy, her sense of control has literally depleted him. And when you get to that place spiritually, you can't think, you can't move, you're not creative, you're not productive, and that's where he's at. He's just like, yeah, whatever. And that's where he's at. Hey, Stephanie. The abuse goes both ways. They use each other's vulnerabilities against the other. She controls him with money, but she also needs him being alone in a foreign country and doesn't speak the language. Yeah, I think they go back and forth. I really think so. I think they go back and forth. And yet neither one will do what they should do and get away from each other because they are in each other's way for being happy. They're in each other's way. And yet they won't let go. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, if something is not healthy, if you're not happy, you're suffering, why would you want to stay there? You're feeling pain. Pain is a warning sign to get away. It's not good for you. Leave it alone. Am I froze? Can you guys see me okay? Susie Q is asking, is she froze for anyone else? Can you guys see me all right? Huh. Try to refresh and see if that helps. Maybe refreshing the screen will help. Sometimes YouTube, they have a hiccup. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Look, maybe I'm freezing because I'm on Wi-Fi, and sometimes it does that. So if it happens, I apologize, but I can't plug anything into like a landline. I'm strictly on Wi-Fi, so if YouTube has a hiccup or my Wi-Fi has a hiccup, I apologize. There's really nothing I can do. There's nowhere to really plug anything in at. What? I'm not even asking anything yet. Why are you trying to talk to me right now? Wait your turn. Jeez. I want to shuffle these up so I could do a reading on the power couple. 10 KD per day. So are you serious? What does that work out in Canadian dollars? The conversion. I know that the US dollar and the Canadian dollar are very similar. So it'd be $32 a day US. So 32 a day times 30. That'd be almost $1,000, wouldn't it? What? Yikes. So almost $50 a day. So if she stayed for an entire month, that would be a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah, I think I'd be getting out when the visa was up. I think I'd be getting out when the visa was up. So Foodie is predictable. I know it's not even close to her leaving. Here's what I predict. That right about the time she has to do a visa run, She's going to start up an arc where she talks about, I miss my family. I really want to go back and see them, so that she can go back and save face. It's coming. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. That's how she's going to frame it. I miss my family so much, and I miss Canada. I think I want to go back. So she can go back and save face. That's how it's going to happen. She will not make a smart decision. I will put that bet on that one. No. I don't think she's making $32 a day Canadian on her videos. Well, here's the thing, life. I don't know if you're monetized yet, baby, but what did I call you, baby? That's just so weird. What I meant to say was love, but the way that YouTube works for paying YouTubers, everybody's RPM is different. The RPM is what you get paid per 1,000 views. You're monetized. Great. So like everybody's RPM is different. Some people have a higher RPM than others. I don't know what Foodie's RPM sits at. So I don't know what she gets paid per 1,000 views. I know she's not getting much in the way of super chats. She might get some membership money on top of that. But she always shoots for like 10K a day, around 10K or 10, 15K. So I know that because she's Canadian, YouTube takes 30% of what you make. Plus, since she's Canadian and YouTube is an American company, that's additional taxes. So I'm not sure what she makes after all of that is taken out. Feeders paying the bills. Yeah, I think so. You know what I think? I'm just going ahead and put this out there. Here's my theory. My theory only. The reason why she's not sweating YouTube and she's not making quality content for YouTube is because she's got a side hustle where she gets 100% of the money. That's why she's not sweating YouTube. Hey, Angela. Here's also what I think. I'm going to put this out there also. Again, my opinion. I think that she created her Cameo to contact her feeders and do videos for them on Cameo on the down low. She don't want to get caught on a feeder site. So by doing the Cameo thing, her feeders can contact her and nobody has to know. She was caught on a feeder site a while ago. She got busted, took that profile down, but Cameo could be a way for her to do feeder videos. Yep. Yeah, really. And another thing. Here's something else that Foodie might be doing. So a lot of the videos and stuff that she's done, like Foodie is a creature of habit with her food. She'll take one food and she'll eat it to death until she gets sick of it or she finds something new to get her interest. In the past, with Foodie being a creature of habit with her food, whenever she ate something that was not her norm, I'm like, is that a feeder request? Did she get paid for that? In the past, feeders have paid for her food. They have bought her clothes. Y'all remember the Lakma Fairy? Also, when she did the clothing hauls from Torrid, did anybody ever pick up that she would buy like 5 or 6 outfits, but only one was the correct size? The rest were too small. She'd have one thing in like a 5 or 6X and other things in a 3X. Why do you think that is? It's for the feeders. Because she was doing custom content for them. because feeders like to see you, if you're a bigger size, having trouble getting into your clothes. So like if you are 5X, 6X, if you bought 6 outfits, why is only one thing the correct size and the rest are 2 sizes too small? Yep. Because there are different areas of feederism. I'm passing along information for those who want to know about that. There are different subfolders to the main folder. You have the feeders that are into the food fetish. Then you have the subfolders. You have the gainers. They want to see you get as big as possible. Then you've got the immobilizers that like to see you having trouble doing the simplest of tasks. But the gainers, part of their fetish is seeing you struggle to get into your clothes. The bigger you are, the more they like it. So she's always been into wearing clothes that are too tight, too small. You know it can't be comfortable. So you got the feeders, you've got the immobilizers. There's many things that she's done on her lives, and I'm like, that's catered to a feeder. Like the food dripping down her face, stuffing her mouth full of food, the orgasm noises, the eyes rolling in the back of her head, all of that for the feeders. All of it. All of it. Yep. Yep. But I've actually clocked Foodie. She did a thing. And my knowledge of that world, plus given my issue, there was one live stream she did. I'll never forget this. Or was it a video? Where one of her special people bought her they bought her meal. She was at home, 2 ice cream sandwiches, huge ones, like a shake thing, and something else. And that was a not the norm for Foodie type of meal. What she did was she sat there and she ate as much as she could. And then she did a thing where y'all remember how she used to lay down with the llama streams, which I hated so much? She would eat a lot and then she would lay down. I'm like, I know what you're doing because I've done that. If you have that issue with food and you want to keep going and you've stuffed yourself, you'll lay down for a minute or sit still and wait for that pocket of space in your stomach to open up so you can put more in. So if you're being paid by a feeder, they expect you to eat as much as possible of the request so they can pay you for another one. So she would eat as much as she could, lay down, wait for that pocket of space in her stomach, and then finish up the rest of it. It's like, I've done that. I used to do that. I know. And you know what? I do my best. I do my absolute best as a reactor to cut out the gross factor. I cut off the video if possible. I just can't cut out the eating noises. If they get too intense, though, I won't react to that video. I'll leave it alone. If it's too much, it's too much. But I can't work around everything. I try, though. I try. I absolutely try. What's that? Giant ice cream pizza cake. I don't know if I remember that one, but I do remember the Lakma fairy and her eating paneer for an entire month. It was ridiculous. Paneer every day for over 30 days. It was stupid. From the cold state of Colorado. Hello, Buckle Bunny. From the cold state of Oregon. 48 degrees. It sucks. Why does it have to be so cold here? I don't like it. I don't like being cold. I'm little. I need warmth. Ugh. The nashies. Oh, God, the nashies. Ice cream sandwiches and the shake. I think that's the stream I was talking about. The ice cream sandwiches and the shake. I think that's the one I was referencing. She couldn't finish it all. It was too much. Yeah. The negative because they were like watching her. Yeah. I mean, the Foodie people, they like the messier, the better. They like the burping and the farting and the over excessive eating and the food dripping down your face and on your shirt. And they love all that. And they don't want to see you eat healthy food. They want to see you eat copious amounts of unhealthy food. That's what they're paying you for. And I wouldn't put it past Chantal that she does these custom videos for people, gets paid for them, and then turns around and double dips and puts them on YouTube for more money. You know, making money twice with the same content. It's still snowing. All right, so I'm going to focus. This is about Chantal and Salah. Okay, all right. My cards want to talk today. My thoughts are she saves that other half of the meal for her feeder content, and she films the first half for YouTube, and that's where the second half is filmed for her special clients. Could be. Has anybody else noticed something about Foodie's content lately? The fact that when she goes live and food is not involved, she doesn't show her face. But yet when she does the mukbangs, that's when she shows her face. Now, why is that? Why is she showing her face for the mukbangs, but not for her lives? Before, she was using the excuse that I don't feel good. But why not show your face for both? It's obvious that she knows she's got to show her face for the feedies. But the lives, where it's not focused on her feedies, she keeps her face off camera. Hi, Lois. Oh, pre-recorded? More than likely. I wouldn't put it past Chantal that every time she eats, she films something, so she's got a backlog of material. That's not out of her wheelhouse. Hello, Lois. Hello to everybody coming in. Glad to have you here. If you'd like, sub up to my channel because I do regular tarot readings on Foodie as well as reacts. And if you want to hit the like button the way that Chantal hits the curb at McDonald's, I'd really appreciate it. What? You're like, Rose, we can't hit the like button that hard. Do your best. I have faith in you. Do your best. I have faith in you. I'm happy to see Foodie's face less. Hey, I'm cool with it. I would be perfectly happy if she did lives and she did not show her face, as long as the conversation is interesting. Give us something interesting to talk about. I need points of interest as a reactor. Hello, Sarah Lee. Chantal says Foodie is a character that she is playing. Why would you really eat like that to play a character? How many people in here watched the video that I did earlier? Or have you guys had a chance to watch it? Because I kind of talked about this in my video. I kind of went over that. So here's my view on that. I think when Chantal started her channel, she was the person Chantal Marie. And then she got on YouTube and she created a character, Foodie Beauty. And she started to get attention and money because of Foodie Beauty. She put more worth and value into the character versus herself as the person. But the problem is she got completely absolved into the character. Any person who's an actor or an actress in a play or a movie, you're playing a role, but you're not playing it 24/7. You just play it for a short time. And then you put your street clothes on and go home. She never wants to be out of character. She doesn't want to be Chantal. She wants to be Foodie Beauty. She lost the plot and she lost herself. She doesn't want to acknowledge the person and all their problems. She wants to stay in this fantasy world of Foodie Beauty. She's like, oh, I'm just playing a character. Here's where I got a problem with that. The subjects of DV and SA are not a good costume. Painting on scars that aren't real, saying they are real, not your costume. Using the pain and suffering of other people, not cool. Not cool. Other people's faith and culture and religion, also not your costume. And none of that is going to disguise who you really are underneath. That will always come shining through. Always looking for a costume to put on. Always. And she doesn't play the character very well. You know, she's not coming on camera and saying, I'm just putting on an act of being a victim. This is not real. That's the problem. People watch a TV show or a movie, they know it's not real. You watch somebody on YouTube, you may think that they're being honest with you. And in Chantal's case, she's not honest. No, they don't apply to her. What's that? I'm like you, Rose. I think her and Nat are something because he was on when she was. How many of you are on Twitter? Check out my Twitter. Actually, it showed up in my video. I got lucky. I was on Twitter and I have like the YouTube recommended in the sidebar. I just happened to get a screenshot of she was live and then he was live at the same time. And the live that he was doing, he was addressing her. So they're back to that tag team live stream crap again. Yes, they are, like they did in Crackhead Olympics. Like back in the day, they used to coordinate who's going live first. She would go live and then he would go live and then he would go live behind her. They were literally fighting over who would go live. And then sometimes they both go live together. We're back to that crap now. she was reacting something for a religion. Yeah. No, you're right. That time in her life is over. She will never make the money that she once did with Natter. But they still try. Natty definitely keeps her on a string. Oh, she keeps him on a string too. I heard that before she came back to Canada the last time, he popped up with $500 in new groceries and edibles. Who do you think bought those? I wonder. She and Natter are soulmates. Well, they can have each other. Nobody else wants them. They can have each other. Let them be with each other. That means they're not with decent people. They can be together. I support that. They can support that. They can let them be together. That means no decent people are being harmed or affected. She was so skinny, crackling up with him. Well, there's a reason why she was losing weight at that time. It was a snowfall of a different kind. There was much snow to be had in Chantal's life at that time. She said she was the hottest man she ever laid eyes on. She should have gone to the eye doctor right then and there if she felt that way. She should have gone to the eye doctor as soon as she thought that. That's when you know you need glasses, girl. You're not seeing correctly. You need an eye doctor. Get an eye exam. Mathematics. Her best YouTube days are over. I hope that's not true, but yet it feels true. And that's because she's lost her fire. She's got nothing. The gas tank is empty. There's nothing. It's a done deal. Time for a real job. I don't think she physically can do a real job. The drawing she made of him. It's probably over, but if she found a way to turn it around, it would be astonishing. I'm not, what's that? You know what would really be refreshing and will probably save her channel, at least for a little while? Not that I want to do her any favors, but this would actually do it. She's got to give us something she's never given us before. She's got to have that moment where she's truthful with herself. She goes to Salah and says, look, it ain't working. I'm going home. And she gets a plane ticket and she flies herself home. And she gets a motel room, a hotel room. And then she proceeds to sit down and be truthful with the audience and confess to every lie she's ever told. You know, take care of her health. That would be great. That'd be great content. But sit down and just say, look, you guys are right. You're absolutely right. I'm a liar, and this is how I lied and why I lied and how I did it. She could have content for days. That would be new content. That would be interested in. Instead of lying, tell the truth. That might save her channel a little bit. Just sit down and confess the truth. That would be different content that doesn't involve food. She never had her own identity. She relies on who she is with and who she is. She'll never be happy because she isn't being her authentic self. Two things are her identity. YouTube is her identity, and food is her identity. There's nothing else to Foodie except that. Food isn't just her addiction, it's her identity. Where most people will go into a meeting and say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and blank is my problem. With Chantal, it's turned around. Hi, I'm food, and Chantal is my problem. Food is her identity. And her YouTube persona is her identity. She doesn't know who she is beyond that. And she ties everything to food because that's part of her identity. You take the food away, she doesn't know what to do. If YouTube came to her tomorrow and said, we'll let you have your channel, but you cannot do any kind of food content. No eating, no cooking, do anything else but that, she would know what to do if they stopped her. She'd be like, I don't know what to do now. Okay, we're about here. We're about ready with this thing. All right, let's go. We're going home. We're going home. We're going home, y'all. We're going home. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Pump the brakes for a minute. I'm looking at this card again. I don't know why I zeroed in on this. The Egyptian Sphinx. Egypt, Egyptian, natter. What the? Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me you're not going home to him. Yeah, they're both in a place where they're distant from each other. They're distant from each other. Like there's a sense of separation. Grabbing on to just what little bit they got, but there's separation. There's no togetherness. There's no teamwork. It's just like there's not much fruit falling off the tree anymore. It's not profitable. It's not fruitful. And it's like, what do we do now? And the universe wants this to happen. The universe wants the two of them to be separated. The moment they separate, the world will open up for the both of them. They are delaying the inevitable. She's stubborn. She's not going to let go. Not willingly, but she needs to let go. The world will open up for them once they do let go. Travel. Oh. Don't ask me what this pertains to exactly. I couldn't tell you. But she needs to be careful. She needs to be real careful. They need to be careful. You know, because I don't know if this is justice in the sense of like the physical sense, like the legal system, or there could be karmic justice. But the scales need to be balanced. They need to be balanced. one of them has a friend, a younger friend that could help help him out. Oh, yeah. So I feel this is Salah walking away from Chantal, saying like the juice ain't worth the squeeze, walking away from her. He's going to have to reach that point in himself where he just realizes that if he's just waiting around and waiting around for her to make a bunch of money and everything will be fine again, that the money is not going to come, just walk away right now. Because the money's not there, it's not going to be there no matter how long he waits. Yeah, but the thing is, KX, I'm doing the reading on Chantal and Salah, not Natter. So I don't know if the cards would pick up on that Natter energy, like, because that really doesn't tie into this. But I have heard about the court case, and I hope that May does get justice. I really do. What's this? A barbecue? Who had a barbecue at 2 in the morning? She's home alone at 2 a.m. She said that he's a desert. A barbecue at 2 in the morning in the desert. Listen, ain't nothing good going on at 2 in the morning in the desert because the desert gets cold at night. Yes, it does. What kind of barbecue you going to have at 2 in the morning? Just because she can be up at 2 in the morning, it doesn't mean everybody else does. 2 in the morning camping. Yeah, I bet he's camping all right. Yeah, okay. Not alone, I bet. Is that what he's telling her? Oh, I'm at the campground. It's 2 in the morning. I'll see you later, babe. Sure. Okay. Four of Wands reversed. Like there's no triumph here. There's no victory. There's no happiness. It's reversed. Ugh. 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 Yikes. Now I know who this is. I know exactly who this is. This is Natter. This is Natter. This is Natter. The last reading I did for Salah and Chantal, I kept feeling it like Natter, he's been waiting for Salah to screw up. Waiting for Salah to make a mistake. And he did. Because he knows Chantal. He's got influence still over Chantal. He could be that consoling friend on the phone. I'm so sorry you're going through all that. Why don't you come home? He knows how to play her up. He knows how to butter her up to get money out of her. He wants that sugar baby position back. So he's been like a snake in the shadows, just hiding and waiting for Salah to be out of the number one position. And now that he's out, he can slither back in. Natter was watching FFG tonight. Are you serious? Why would he do that? Why would he watch Frenchie? That's creepy. Why? Like, Frenchie's not even covering Natter. Stay out of her chat, Natter. You freak. He was sniping her. Gee, I wonder who put him up to that. I wonder who put Natter up to that. I wonder who got in his ear and put him up to that. The last time that she came back to Canada, right before she arrived, didn't Natter do something to Frenchie, her channel? Didn't that happen? Like he gave her some trouble? I wonder where he got the inspiration. Isn't it funny? Let's put it all together, y'all. Like, this is not conspiracy theory. I'm just following a pattern. So Natter gave Frenchie's channel trouble. At the same time that Chantal is coming back to Canada, then he pops up with new groceries and edibles. That feels like he got a reward for a job well done, courtesy of Chantal. It kind of feels like it. Like he got rewarded for something. Now he's trying to snipe Frenchie. He's never done that. Anyway, so he's been floating around, you know, sneaking around, still attached to Chantal, still talking about her. And isn't it funny also that now we're starting to talk about the SADV stuff again, courtesy of Chantal. So she starts talking about that, then he starts floating around. Now he's sniping FFG. I mean, obvious is obvious. He stalks her lives. Like it's you know, isn't it strange, y'all? That you got two people that allegedly hate each other. Natter allegedly hates Chantal. Chantal allegedly hates Natter. He was so abusive, and yet they won't stop talking about each other. She could easily talk about something else. She brings him up. He could talk about somebody else. He brings her up. If you hate someone, you don't talk about them, especially if they're on YouTube, because you know you're giving promotion to their channel, but yet they just won't shut up about each other. They won't. So I guess you guys don't hate each other the way you say you do. Yeah, so here's what's up. So getting money. Chantal in a weaker position. She's not feeling like the queen anymore. This again. This again. Not feeling like the queen at all. Oh. Oh, hello. Huh. Ha ha. Who are you talking to, Foodie? Who are you talking to? What is this? Are you trying to put together some sort of money deal? Weren't we just talking about like money deals? Who are you talking to? What's going on? You got a deal worked out with somebody, or maybe a few people. Lack of ideas. Lack of ideas. Lack of productivity. That's interesting too. 3 people getting back together to celebrate something. Who's celebrating? I could think of 3 people that used to work together and make money on YouTube. Huh. Huh. So I guess if the power couple thing don't work, I guess the power threesome does work. Alrighty then. Chantal feeling alone again. Wanting that money. Uh-oh. Mm-mm-mm. I think that like somebody's over there thinking of ways to make money. Like there might be some heads being put together again to make money. What about Dee Dee's mom? I'm not sure. I'm not doing a reading on Dee Dee's mom. Would Dee Dee be okay with a throuple? What's that? Reality Chica? This was all done by choice, but she doesn't think that though. No, she does not. What's all done by choice? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Gonna need a larger condo. Well, you know what, sense of wonder, as far as the Arby's experience, funny how it happened more than once. It happened twice. So she had a bad experience and then it happened a second time. Kind of looks weird, doesn't it? I mean, if something was bad, why would you repeat the experience? You know, if you don't like a sandwich, you don't like a sandwich. You take a bite, you don't like it, you don't like the taste. Why would you buy the sandwich again? What? KX2, do you like KX? What? I'm so confused right now. You always try 2 times. Ah, okay, sorry. Sorry, I got confused. King of Cups. Yeah, somebody's looking to move up. Someone is looking to move up and make that money. Be in the king position. I think it's Natter. You know, knock somebody off the chessboard so they can move up. Uh-oh. Yeah, somebody's going back to their true love. Somebody's talking. Somebody's having some conversations over there, and I don't think it's Salah. I think some conversations have been happening. Definitely happening. Get a bigger condo. I don't think Salah is. Everybody's been saying the same thing, and I agree. It feels like Chantal is at the condo by herself and Salah's in another place somewhere. Now, she doesn't love Salah. I don't I don't I don't think she loves. Okay, here's what I think happened. I think Chantal was fascinated by Natter and not being able to get Natter. She was obsessed with Natter. I think Natter, forgive me for sounding lewd, he rang her bells. He jingled her bells. Probably for the first time in her life, she got her bells jingled. Not her balls, her bells. And she had her first O experience. And that really impressed her. So she got wrapped around that. And the fact that she couldn't have him. She tried for a whole year to possess him like an object, did not work. And because he was still with Dee Dee and wouldn't leave the condo, she's like, well, I'm going to show him. I'm going to show him who's in charge. I'm going to show him I can find another one just like him, only younger and more attractive, and shove it in his face, and maybe he'll come running back to me. That didn't work. So essentially, Salah was, in a way, like a rebound, revenge type of thing. She thought it would get to Natter, and it didn't. But Salah was just a stand-in replacement for Natter. But she's always wanted Natter. I think she knows going back to Natter would make the reaction channels blow up, and dollar signs are more important than jealousy of Dee Dee. True, but I'll tell you what, if she goes back to Natter, I'm going to blast her. I am going to roast her like a chicken on an open campfire. All this talk about he abused me, I'm going to roast her all day long, every day. He abused me, right? But look who you're talking to. Again. Is there any other person I should do readings on that will save her channel? Well, there's a few ways she can go about saving her channel. I listed one earlier. If she had a, forgive me for saying this, I don't know another way to say it, like if she had a come to Jesus moment, like realization within herself, where she want to get real, just stand still, be accountable, be responsible, sit down and be honest, do some confessional videos confessing to all her lies, that would be great content. Just sit down and let out the weight in her soul. That would be great content. He may be in jail for May and nobody will have him, neither one, Didi or Chantal. I don't think that'll ever happen, but I'm just saying that would be interesting for all of us. She'll never fess up. Something interesting happened in Cuba. I don't know if you guys remember. Chantal was in Cuba, and she made a very interesting comment about Natter. She said her fantasy was for Natter to go to jail, and she would be there for him when he got out. That was her fantasy. So even if he went to jail, it still wouldn't be over. She also said in another live stream that she thinks finding a guy fresh out of jail, desperate, is hot because, you know, he's not been with a woman in quite a while. So jail would not stop her. In fact, she would love it more because she'd have more control over him, knowing he's not with other women. She did say that sense. She did make, I was like, what are you talking about, you crazy woman? But she said that about Natter, that her fantasy was for him to go to jail and she could be there for him when he got out. I'm like, what is wrong with you? But think about it. She's a control freak. If you're an insecure, egomaniac control freak, wanting to control a man, what better place to control him than in jail where he can't get away and he can't be with other women? Like, she would say, that's my man. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going to be with any other woman. That would make her happy. She wants him broken down. Yeah, but here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with Chantal being broken. Chantal, she's a thrill seeker, right? She believe it or not, she's a thrill seeker. Always looking for the next thrill. So she says she wants a decent man, a good man, a calm man. Problem is, when the nice guys, she said, they bore her. So she finds a nice guy. And then she ends up controlling and manipulating that man like Pete's. But then she gets bored with the nice guy. She gets bored. She needs some excitement. That's why she got so wrapped around Natter, because she could not tame him. She could not have him. He was a challenge. And he knew how to play all of her weaknesses against her. If he had been a good boy, been a nice guy, he wouldn't have gotten half of what he got out of Chantal. He knew how to play all of her insecurities against her to get more money and stuff out of her. She wanted Natter because she couldn't have him. If he had been easy and said, oh yeah, I'll be with you, she would have gotten bored with him too. So she wants the nice guy because a nice guy won't buck up to her. But if he's too nice of a guy, she gets bored and leaves him anyway. Yeah, she wants what she can't have. And here's like the punchline. What she wants, nobody wants either. Nobody wants him either. Girl, you can have him. We don't want him. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. You can have it. She's always looking for an angle. Well, she might, hey, she might come home to Canada and try that old angle again with Natter. Do a reading on Natter and Chantal. Ooh, reality chica. I will. What a good idea. Thank you. Y'all want to see a reading on Natter and Chantal versus Salah and Chantal? What's funny is that Neo Tarot, I've covered here before, and she's been in my chat room here before. She actually did a reading on Natter and Chantal. And even Neo, who's not a reactor, saw that those two were talking. But the spirits were saying through Neo's reading, those two should be very cautious with each other. Like it's just, it didn't work before, it ain't gonna work now. It just isn't. Leave it alone. Even Neo Tarot, like her spirit said, nope, to Natter and Chantal, leave it alone. It ain't no good. What's that? Thank you, Janet Pirate, for the super chat. But even the spirits for her said, nope, this is no good. I'm about to do a reading on Chantal and Natter. T Rose. So I want to get that done first. I'm sorry. Please don't be angry with me. Who went live? Oh, the one who shall not be named went live? Of course he did. Yeah, they're definitely talking. Is she live at the same time too? Is Foodie live right now? I bet they're both live. Are you serious? Is she live too? Y'all, obvious is obvious. No. You are kidding me. They're both live? Jeez. Desperate much? Oh, just him? Is he talking about Chantal? I bet he is. He's been doing a lot of lives lately addressing her. Okay, she's not live. She streamed an hour ago. So is Natter live right now? I'm not showing his stream. I don't even care. So she streamed an hour ago, and an hour later he streams. Yeah, they're talking. This is what they used to do, y'all. They're tag teaming. Oh, you go live, and then I'll go live right behind you. And there were many times when Chantal would go live, and then somebody in her chat would say, oh, Natter's live. And she goes, oh, really? And then she would end her live just so she can go watch him. Yep. So now they're doing that crap again. They're doing that crap again. Y'all, Chantal, you and Natter are obvious. Just come home and get it over with already. You want Natter. He wants to talk to you. Just come home to Canada and get it done. Well, you know what? I wouldn't. Sean, listen, Foodie is on Twitter. She's on Twitter. You know she is. She's got more socks than she does shoes. She's on Twitter. I'm sure she saw my post. I'm sure she saw it. She subscribed to everybody. I know she saw it. It's like, aha, busted. You guys thought you were being slick. Might as well just get it over with. Come home, Foodie. They are nuts. He heard her husband is out at 2 a.m. You mean her scuzzband? Scuzzy husband, scuzzband? That guy? Yeah, she's not going to fix her health. She's not. All right, so we're almost ready. She is scared. For the first time in her life, she feels something other than hunger, fear. It's funny, she tried fervently to avoid her fate, only to rush headlong into it. Well, she thought she was clever and cocky, and she thought she could pivot out of every corner she put herself in, and for a long time she succeeded. But now she's in a corner of her own making. And again, I feel no sympathy for her. She was given all the warning signs. She chose to ignore them because she thought she was above it all. She was smarter than all of us. Now she's in a corner and she can't get out. But you know what? Maybe that's a good corner. Because if you don't learn, and if life tries to teach you and you still don't learn, at some point it's going to force you to learn. Sometimes life looks at you and says, okay, we try to be nice about it. We tried to be nice. We gave you warnings. We try to go easy on you, but you don't want to take it that way. So in order to make you, we got to break you. We got to break apart this nonsense, these lies, this BS. We got to break this whole thing apart so you can put it back together and be a better person. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. To make you, we got to break you. We got to break you down. We got to smash that mask you're wearing. It's not working. Ooh, 6K views, that's bad. That's so bad. And the sad part is, it was a video game playthrough, and Phasmophobia is a great game. You've already got great content. All you got to do is add great commentary. You're good as gold. She can't even do that. And I can tell her one way she's screwing up with the video game playthroughs. She won't leave the hookah alone. She's not talking about the game and just focusing on the game. She's talking about everything else and smoking, and it's so annoying. Ugh, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody's got time for that. All right, so we're going to get into the Natter stuff. All right, so let's get into this. Oh, snap. We got the magician. Somebody's working some magic to get some money. Somebody's got some plans. Boom! Somebody's working on somebody. That's right. Putting something together, conjuring up something, making something happen. And notice what's on the table, the cup and the pentacle. Money, plenty. Making flowers grow. Let's put something together. Let's get to work. Let's make that money. That's right. That's right. Oh, yep. Yep. Ping ponging that money back and forth. Look, look, cards are telling on y'all. Look, look. That money is being ping ponged back and forth. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let me look at this card for a second. Like that, you got the ocean in the background with the ship. She's sending him money. She's like sending money his way. Like I told y'all, I just had this feeling like she is just covertly, secretly, just like behind the scenes, sneaky, snaky. I'm going to try to get some attention for your channel. Help your views, help your subs again. Being behind the scenes with it all. Oh, jeez. Yep. Plans in motion. Acting all wounded. I'm so hurt, Foodie. I'm so hurt. Meanwhile, y'all got some plans back there. I wonder what Dee Dee thinks of all this. Hey, you know what? Dee Dee's along for the ride. She's always been along for the ride. If Natter gets money from Chantal, she benefits. So as long as it's in that context, she's cool with it. If he gets money, I get money. It's our money. So if Natter says, hey, be cool, I'm getting money from her, she will. She'll go along with the game plan. Yes, she will. Oh. Is it Hobbs? I don't know if she's sending him like physical money, like bank account money, but she's on YouTube. He's on YouTube. So if she's on her channel talking about certain things like her supposed essay or DV, and she brings up Natter in her past and, oh, you guys know what I've been through. She's bringing up that subject. That could ping pong attention back over to his channel. That gives him something to talk about. So now he has content and he can talk about Chantal for the next 2 or 3 hours. And he's made titles for the videos recently, basically addressing her. So she's giving his channel attention to help out his money. Yep. So you got Ace of Cups. Both of them they're aiming for that. Overflowing cup again, because their cups have not been overflowing. It's been lacking. Yeah, exactly. Driving views to him because he's without each other, they are lost. Chantal's personal low was both of them their best financial high. When she was at her lowest and she was high and doing the party favors and all of that, that's when they were making the most money. They were toxic together. They were dramatic together, but it made for a lot of views and it made for a lot of money. And after she left Natter alone, that's when things started to dip for both of them. And if they got together again, started talking about each other again, they might get some of that back. Okie Doll says he was literally getting 12 views. Now he's 600. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. Huh. I wonder why. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hello, Mr. Greedy Pants. Hello, Mr. Greedy Pants. Y'all over there talking about money. That's right. That's right. Hello, Dee Dee. Yeah, like this. Oh, God. Like, she's going to be cool with all of this. Dee Dee's going to be cool. Because she gets the benefits, like I said, like where he goes, she goes. What money he gets, she gets. Natter, your overinflated version of yourself. Good God. Ooh. Be careful, Natter. Be careful. Be careful. Mm. Yeah, if Chantal comes back, she's coming back with a whole lot of baggage. Like, I don't know, man. The justice card popped up for him, too. Not right away, but something down the road. Be careful. Like, he doesn't understand, though. If Chantal comes home, she's coming home with a lot of baggage. She's going to be a mess. If he couldn't handle her before, he's not going to be able to handle her now. I mean, she was bad when she was in Canada when they were talking, but now she's far worse. Like, she's coming with a whole lot of baggage. Oh. Whole lot of baggage. Yeah, they're talking. Talking about money, talking to each other. Y'all, do I need to go any further? Do I need to go any further? The cards are saying, hey, they're talking. He's in her ear. She's letting him be in her ear. He wants that. He wants that money. Oh, God. Let me just put this down for a minute. Like, I don't. Like, Pete loves Chantal, but he doesn't have a hold on Chantal. Natter had a hold on Chantal. Everybody wants her. Everybody wants her money, but nobody wants her. They want her money, but they don't want her. But unfortunately, you can't get one without the other. It's like there's a pile of money, but you got to crawl through a moat filled with alligators and snakes and snapping turtles and leeches and slugs and all kinds of icky nastiness to get to that money. Can you do it? Can you do it? Are you up for the task of getting that money? Natter could put up with her, then. I don't know about now. You got to go through a swamp. Foodie was mesmerized by Natter. Foodie edition, right? Actually, you know what, Sense of Wonder, can I just say this? Like, I think it went both ways, actually. I think it went both ways. I think when Foodie and Natter met, it was one of those synchronicity things where you got two con artists, two scammers, two liars, two manipulators. They looked at each other and they underestimated each other. She looked at him and thought, oh, he's just some stupid, desperate crackhead. I can control him. And he looked at her and thought, oh, she's just some overweight, stupid, thirsty, love-hungry broad. I can control her. And then they found out the hard way. They underestimated each other. Cowboy Dog, hi, sweetheart. You're sick in bed. Oh, no. I hope you feel better. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Cowboy Dog? We're missing you on live, Cowboy. I hope you feel better, darling. I was wondering why you've not been live lately. I miss you too, man. Oh, Cowboy's sick, poor thing. But I think that when Chantal and Salah met, they underestimated each other. And they found out too late they did. And then they just locked horns for over a year trying to control each other. But I think Natter, he's one level of liar and con artist and manipulator. Then when he met Foodie, he was actually in awe of her about how far she would go and how deep her depravity and her lies went. Like he just stood back and go, oh my God. Like I thought I was a good con artist. Look at her. Blew his mind. Like the lies that she tells. So I think there's a weird fascination, disgust, respect thing with the two of them. You know? They got this, I don't like you physically, but we're both a couple of thieves, and you're a better thief than I am, so I respect you, if that makes sense. He learned a lot from Foodie. Yeah, like attracts like. And they're both, they don't like each other physically, but on that deep, evil, conniving, negative level, they understand each other. They get each other. Like scum attracts scum and scum likes scum. So they understand one another that way. They're scammers. But they want each other back. It should make you mad that there's people like Foodie in this country, and our taxpayer dollars are going to have them who won't lift a finger to work. They've never had to work a day in their life. I know. Well, if she comes back to Canada, the tax man's going to get her. Taxman is going to get her. So, chat, you guys are watching Foodie. What do you think is going to happen with her? Honestly, I think we're watching like Foodie's channel just circling the drain. I think she's run out of ideas. She's tired. She's exhausted. She's burnt out. She's got nothing new to offer. She's not even trying anymore. She's not. She's completely just spent. She's spent. Like, she's got nothing to offer us. Reality, chica, she's done. She can't go out and walk anymore. She can't exercise. Salah's not there. She's all alone. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know. Endgame bedbound. Well, she's practically housebound now, so yeah, she needs to be honest. She's got 7, 8 years of lies that she's told the audience. Just confess to every lie you ever told. You could have content for days doing that. Just do it. Just say, okay, guys, it's time for some confessional videos. I'm going to sit down and confess to every lie I ever told. You know, even if the reaction channels laugh at you, just take the L and collect the paycheck. Get your money back. You cashed in on the lies. Now cash in on the truth of those lies. And just let everything out. This is why I told this lie. This is why I made this arc. Just confess to it all. Yeah, she'd make bank. Just like if Pete's wanted to make bank, he could make bank right now. He could sit down at his computer. He's known Foodie for 17 years. Start talking. Make a whole bunch of videos, put them private, release them all at once so Foodie can't do a doggone thing about it. He would make bank. All he's got to do is open his mouth and sing like a bird. They both make bank. That means Pete would have to work and be an adult for once. All he'd have to do is talk. Can't be that hard. Pete is so infuriating. It hurts. You know, I know he's got issues. I know that he's socially awkward. I think he could benefit from some exposure therapy, just being around people more to where he's less awkward. I think that would help him a lot. He's very introverted. I know what that feels like. I was once very introverted. The way you fix that is by getting out and doing things and talking to people to where you don't feel so awkward and you know how to make conversation. And then you can build social circles of friends and activities and things. He's too much in his shell. He's got to get out. That shell is his safe space, but that safe space is hurting him. He needs to get out and be around people. But just being too sheltered for too long can actually hurt you. Yeah, I know he wrote great fiction. I've heard about it. I've not seen it, but it's like, ew. Ugh. Ew. She will either slowly expire there because of her toxic pride or run back to Canada and natter to revamp her channel. In either scenario, her body won't last long with the abuse. Agreed. Agreed. And I said this in my video. I'm going to say it here. And this may sound kind of mean, and this is not me wishing anything bad upon Chantal. If something happens to Chantal and she's no longer with us, if she happened to pass over in Canada, would anybody show up to her funeral? Would there be anybody there to cry over her and offer their goodbyes and offer a kind word saying she was a great person, she was wonderful, I miss her already? Would anybody stand up and do that? Her legacy is being offensive on YouTube. and being evil, would anybody miss her? Would anybody feel a sense of loss? That's pretty sad when you're that kind of person that nobody would stand up and say, I miss her, I love her, she was great. When you're just that negative that nobody would stand up and cry for you. I don't think BB would cry over her. Pete probably would. He was close to her. You could say the same thing for DS and Wings of Redemption. Do y'all know who Wings of Redemption is? He's basically the male version of Foodie. Dramatic and everything, Wings is. I've seen his stuff courtesy of House of Hannibal. Wings is a mess. He's an entire mess. He's a mess. Liquid Richard. I love his song Band World. Welcome to Band World. Exactly, Onion. Wings, just like Foodie, he had the chance to better himself and he didn't. What is it with these people that get on YouTube? They make a lot of money, and rather than better themselves, they don't. They completely just pass it away. Yeah, I do sing along to that song. So Amberlynn Reed made over $1 million on YouTube, never bettered herself. Chantal, I don't know how much she's made. She never bettered herself. Like people that make a lot of money on YouTube, they think, oh, it's going to last forever. They don't save. They don't put anything away. If Chantal had saved her money and set herself up nicely during this period of feeling burnt out, she could just take a vacation and revamp herself. But she didn't. So she's just doing content to do it. She's not doing it because she loves it anymore. She's just like, this is how I got to make money. And it shows. Wings went to Mexico to get his WLS and then stretched it back out. Didn't get counseling. Nope. No, it's not a stable source of income. You know, most YouTubers, we don't make that much money. You know, you can't get rich on YouTube. I can raise my hand to that. You will not get rich on YouTube. Some channels get big and they make quite a bit, but the percentage of those is smaller than those of us that are small and we're just making a little bit. Yeah, Uncle Sam takes his cut too. That's true. That's absolutely true. But YouTube changes all the time, so you can't bank on YouTube. So the best thing to do is to get on YouTube, do content that you love, that you enjoy doing. If you make a little bit of coin off of it, great. But don't make that your entire thing. 96% of videos posted to YouTube have 0 views. Well, one of the hardest things about being a YouTuber is getting eyes on your channel, just because there's so many channels from so many different categories. Just getting people to know about you. So you try to find ways to do that. You know, and just being consistent with your content and posting something every day and just thinking outside the, you got to, it's work. It's a lot of work, but if you love what you do, it won't feel like work. So just do what you love. Have a passion for it. If you get a passion for something, people will pick up on it and they'll sub to your channel, versus someone like Chantal just doing it for the money. And you can look at her and tell she's doing it for the money. Nothing else but that. She doesn't even love what she does anymore. But that's the hardest part, is growing your channel. People knowing about you, being exposed to you. That's difficult. Stay online. Do your thing. All right. So we are almost at 3 hours. It's starting to get really... Booger. Booger's finally up. Hey, baby. Y'all want to see Booger? Come here. Hi. Y'all want to see Booger? Come here. Come here. Oh. That's the girl. That's the bugs. That's the buggers. That's the baby. Okay, she's going to do her thing. Hold on. You want to curl up? What do you want to do? Oh, okay. We're doing the baby thing. All right, come here. If she was happy, like really happy in Canada, what she used to do, her channel would be better a little bit. Yeah, like her and Amberlyn Reed, they used to like doing content. Now it's more of a chore. And as we know, chores are not fun. So when you're doing content, you don't enjoy doing it, it becomes a chore. You're going to resent it almost. But people are picking up that she's not doing content because she wants to. She's doing it because she has to. She's too mentally weak to survive the real world. Well, her and Chantal, they've been spoiled too long. Way too long with the YouTube money. They've been spoiled for so long that they probably couldn't go out and work. Hey, Bugs. Hi. If their money were gone tomorrow, it would absolutely break them. Yeah, I agree. Because they have no backup plan. They have no backup plan. Hi. It's Booger. Have to rub your little ears. This is Booger. For those that don't know, I have my cat named Booger. Hi, Booger. I've had her for about 10 years. My girl. Problem is, when I'm holding Booger, I can't do my reacts. She got to get her cuddles. Yeah, the unicity thing, that was a bust. Beezer spray, that was a bust. The ASMR channel, that was a bust. Cooking channel, that was a bust. Gaming content, that's a bust. What's left? Everything Foodie does fails because it's something she doesn't want to do. You want to get down? Yeah, you're right. You know what, Angela? You're not wrong. This is how she gets me to go to bed. She climbs all over me and won't leave me alone until I go to bed. Okay. Speaking of which, I think I should go. It's starting to get cold in here. I need to warm up. But it's been fun spending time with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the readings. So I'm just going to take my leave and say thank you for everybody being here. And don't forget to like the stream and sub up if you're not already subbed up. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? I got cat hair all over my face now. All right, you guys take care and have a good one, okay? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night and have a good night. And enjoy the Super Bowl for those of you that are football fans. I hope wherever the team is that you're rooting for wins. And don't flip the table if they don't. All right, be good, everybody. Bye.